saying that they managed to attack a number of armored Israeli vehicles, and they have managed to ambush different Israeli maneuvering troops on the ground there, killing and injuring a number of Israeli soldiers. But there are still families trapped inside the Shuja'iyya neighborhood. No one can get to the location or even close to that area because it has been marked for Palestinians to be a red zone. It means that it's going to be an active war zone where no one can really get any sort of safety if they can get close to that location. And even civil defense crews, as we have been speaking to them, they are expressing their inability to get inside the Shuja'iyya neighborhood in order to recover bodies being killed by the Israeli ongoing bombardment of that area. But apparently what we can see is that there is a swathe of destruction being left behind from the Israeli attacks. Ahmed, Israel is absolutely, again, is adopting a new military strategy represented in refighting in areas that had been militarily dismantled according to the initial claims in the earlier months of the Israeli war on the territory. And right now, Shuja'iyya is one of the places that the eyes of the Israeli military are on right now in order to dismantle the remaining Hamas battalions in that area, as they have been saying that they got intelligence information about a new military built up in that area, which has been right now a target for the Israeli army.
And Tara, look, according to satellite analysis, hundreds of Gaza's war and sanitation facilities have been damaged or destroyed over the past 8 months. What impact is that having?
Well, since October the 7th, the Israeli military has targeted the vast majority of the civil infrastructure, and according to what the United Nations said, they estimate at least that nearly 70% of Gaza's water and sanitation plants have been damaged by the ongoing intense Israeli bombardment, and that led to a remarkable deterioration in terms of the hygiene conditions in the Strip, and it has contributed to even enhancing the spread of infectious diseases among Palestinians who are absolutely suffering from the repercussions of the destructions of water wells, alongside even with wastewater treatment facilities that had been widely destroyed, as you're going to see right now in the following reports. The streets of Khan Yunis in central Gaza are flooded with untreated wastewater and piles of rotting rubbish. Months of Israeli bombardment have caused extensive damage to sewage systems, desalination plants and water supply networks. Municipal services ground to a halt in the early days of the war. In the heat of summer, the stench is overpowering.
When the Israeli army entered Khan Yunis, they caused a lot of damage, and the sewage entered homes. What you see here is nothing. The greatest suffering is what our children endure at home, and the stink of the sewage.
Even before October the 7th, Palestinians in Gaza faced a shortage of clean drinking water, relying on various aid agencies and the UN for daily deliveries. But Israel's war has intensified the long-running crisis.
The smell has caused many diseases for our children and little ones. We cough, we suffer from the bad smell, everything. Our children complain of itching, from bedbugs and other strange things. We can't sleep at night because of the mosquitoes. As you can see, we lit a fire here. It's dangerous, but it's the only way to keep the mosquitoes away.
Without clean water, every aspect of life is at risk. The lack of water and sanitation is worsened by overcrowding in temporary shelters and tent camps. The World Health Organization has documented hundreds of thousands of cases of respiratory illnesses, skin infections, and diarrhea.
Hepatitis is spreading among children as well as adults. This is the result of malnutrition and the lack of proper healthy food. In addition, skin diseases such as chickenpox and scabies are spreading. All of this can be attributed to a lack of clean water, a lack of drinking water. All the causes of these diseases and epidemics that are spreading in the Gaza Strip are a result of the Israeli army's destruction of infrastructure.
The spread of infectious diseases is increasing the pressure on overwhelmed and under-resourced healthcare facilities. The UN has warned of further deteriorating and inhuman living conditions. It says that even if an immediate ceasefire is implemented, it will take years to repair the damage caused to the desalination of plants, sewage systems and networks of water supplies. Tariq Abazoum, Al Jazeera, Deir el-Balah, Palestine.
Well, gas supplies have all but run out in northern Gaza, and Palestinians are scrambling to find other ways to cook and feed their families. But the search through rubble and destroyed buildings for wood or other sources of fuel is fraught with